Good morning and welcome to my word for the day. I'm Lee Watson. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business advisor. I'm a teacher. I'm a guy who likes really good words, trying to be a writer, all these good things. And it takes a lot of time and effort, but I think it's worth it. So I hope you enjoy my word for the day. It usually comes from the Virtues Project. I have this great big deck of cards that I pick from. And today I picked a card that I haven't done for a long time. And the word is truthfulness. Truthfulness. Well, truthfulness can be a little bit challenging. Sometimes, telling the truth is pretty straightforward. In this new world era of post-truth, sometimes the truth is hard to really figure out, but truth is mostly universal. Most people agree that truth is truth, although some people have their own truth and it may be different than what most people think of. I'm going to disregard that just for a moment here because I think that's that's more of a political statement right now than anything else in this world. And so I'm going to let that go. So let's talk about truthfulness and what it means. Sometimes telling the truth in a tactful, caring way can be a challenge too. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth, or that's usually it. The people don't want to hear the truth, and often they'll then make excuses about why that may or may not be the truth. So again, I'm going to let these outliers stay to the side, and I'm just going to talk about truthfulness as a virtue, as a general concept. So that is our word today, truthfulness. Okay, let's dive right in. Truthfulness is the bedrock of integrity on which we build all other virtues. That's a huge statement. We know what integrity is. We know that that has to do with my word is my bond kind of thing. That I do what I say I'm going to do, all that kind of stuff. Well, truthfulness is the bedrock of that integrity, because if you're not doing things truthfully, how can you maintain your integrity? Okay, so it's an ongoing commitment to live by what is real, authentic, and true. The card here says true for us. And I think that's because truth can sometimes be a moving target. I hate to say that, but it seems to be true. We make realistic decisions. We do not lie, cheat, or deceive. That's pretty straightforward. We tell the truth kindly. That's where that tact and careful delivery comes in. Telling the truth kindly. Our words and actions are trustworthy. Our promise is our bond. We do not allow others to have undue influence on our perceptions. And here's where that haziness comes in a little bit. We investigate the truth with our own eyes or ears or other perceptions. Truth tells us that we are not here to live another's dream or to be all things to all people. That's such a tough one. When we feel like we need to be all things to all people, we tend to be not so great for any of them, because that's too big a thing to take on, because people are so different, and being all things to all people means you got to be different and the same and consistent at the same time. Very difficult. We live by our own true nature. Okay. Word for the day today is truthfulness. Okay, there's a quote on the back of here, and it goes like this: Truthfulness is the foundation of all the virtues. When this holy attribute is established in man, all the divine qualities will also become realized. That's awesome. That's a great thing. So it emphasizes the importance of truthfulness as the foundation of all virtues. This quote was from Abdul Baha, um, of the Baha'i faith, is my understanding. So, what does the practice of truthfulness look like? I speak only the truth. I have no need to impress or deceive others. Okay, that's where kind of humility and ego and things like that kind of come in. If we don't need to impress or deceive others, it sure does simplify things, you know? So if we're just truthful about who we are, I'm just a regular guy. I'm an adventurer and a business consultant and all that kind of stuff. But I'm still just a regular guy. And when I step up and try to make myself bigger than life, I hope that most people realize that and they'll say, hey, Lee, let's bring it down a notch. I don't need to impress or deceive anybody. I'm trying to do a good thing. I'm trying to provide a good service and make this world a little bit better. But I have no illusions about how big I am and how important I am. I'm not going to try to deceive anyone. I use discernment to make good decisions. I tell the truth with kindness and tact. I mentioned that earlier. So important. If we're going to tell the truth to someone who is maybe really sensitive or whatever, use kindness and tact, because telling the truth in a coarse or almost matter-of-fact way to someone who's not ready to hear that's not really doing a great service to humanity. So use that kindness and tact. I investigate the truth for myself. Always we should do that. Sometimes we learn things or we hear things that may have been changed a little bit from what was actually true. And if we don't investigate, we may get some wrong ideas about what the truth is. Investigate. I know that I'm enough. That's a biggie. I know that I am enough. And I believe that I am enough. I am who I am. I try to be better every day, a little bit every day. But I am who I am and what I am. And I'll continue to try to get better. But I am who I am. I'm thankful for the gift of truthfulness. It is my holy ground. That's an interesting quote. Or it's not a quote, it's just a statement. Being truthful is absolutely important. And I hope that you're sensitive to that today and every day. Let's tell the truth. Let's be honest and transparent and do anything that we do or say anything that we say about truth with kindness and love and tact and all those other good things. Okay, well, that's what I had to tell you today. This is about truthfulness today. And I hope you can take that with you and remember it and incorporate it into your whole life, because I don't know. I like people who I believe are truthful. I think that's an important quality. And if you do too, then be one yourself. Sometimes it takes that self look, that introspection to understand whether or not you come off that way. You could also even talk to other people. Hey, do you think I seem to be a truthful person? I think most people do. I think most people are truthful. But if you have an issue with being truthful because for any reason, I don't want to single out any group of people. But sometimes there are cultural differences that affect truthfulness. Yeah. Again, I think that's kind of an outlier in the whole truthful universe. So I'm going to let that go. Okay, that's all I'm going to say today. And I'm going to remind you to do something nice for somebody else today. Do something really nice for a whole bunch of people if you have the resources. And I know some of you do, and it's awesome to see you do that. So keep it up. Yeah. Let's be the light in our worlds. Let's be that source of hope and love and joy and peace and kindness and truthfulness, because we can choose to be that in the world. And so I hope that you do choose that. Now, before I let you go, I want to thank our sponsors like the Virtues Project and everybody else who is our sponsors. And I want us to thank the people who watch this, the people who send a little thumbs up and the hearts and the shares and comments. I really love the comments. Uh, Thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. If there's a topic that you want to talk about at some point in time, put it in the comments and let me do some research on it, and hopefully I can do a good job with it. Also, there's this banner that floats by the bottom of the screen that talks about booking a free call. That's all about really, it is truthful. It's a free call, and all you have to do is go to businessbeyondnumbers.com/contact and pick a time and day that works for you. I don't know how many slots are available anymore, but if there's a time and day that works for you and you want to have a call to talk about anything that I talk about, I usually say, let's talk about something either that I know a little bit about or that you know a little bit about, but don't ask me about rocket science or brain surgery. I don't have anything to say about those things, but there are a lot of things that I do have something to say about. So book a free call and let's chat. And I wish you a wonderful day. And last reminder is, we are responsible for our attitudes. We're responsible for making today a great day. Keep that in mind, because changing our attitude, changing our thoughts, and monitoring our self-talk and all those kind of things are our responsibility. So keep it positive, make this a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.